third. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down.
The score, Ravens 10.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because you know after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Ravens 10, Patriots 7.
2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Newton. Now he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
To throw is Newton. That's out to the left and complete. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move.
1st and 10.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. That's out to his running back, Michel. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 4th down, Newton. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run. Here's Harris. And the Patriots are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
No gain on the play.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. They run for it with Harris, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. And that makes it 14-10.
The point is good. Makes the score Patriots 14, Ravens 10.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flew around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
Damiere Byrd on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Yannick Ngakoue. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. This is Harris. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
The ball carrier.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
And 10.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Ball carrier.
J.K. Dobbins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Ravens 17. Patriots.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
57, Mike 57. 57, Mike 57.
On first and 10, Newton. Catch is made by Harry. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Patriots.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
Out of the gun, Newton. And incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Hakeem Butler as the first half is winding down as his guys are able to regain the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play.
And he's into the clear. The 30, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Hollywood Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
the kick.
And this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Ravens 24, Patriots 21.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Damiere Byrd returning it. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A final shot before the break. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They hand this off to Harris. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They run again with Harris. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
4-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Newton. This is Butler making the catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And boy, they hit that one.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Gun. Shot. Watch the shot.
Throwing again. Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going. Looking for the end zone, possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens 1st down. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Jackson from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds.
They'll run again with Harris, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Patrick Queen on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Newton on 3rd down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That's good for a Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Back now in Foxborough.
That's the end.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Newton out wide. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
The ball carriers.
Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. New England on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And this one is right down the middle. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
And the Raven 1st down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against them.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
24.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
For the extra point.
So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we had thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still with blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Give me some. Here we go. Check 15. Check 15.
On 1st down, Harris gets by him, and now a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Open man is Duvernay. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
17 yards. First down, Baltimore.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
First down, Ravens.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They go play action with Jackson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On second down and 4, Jackson flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The keeper thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. From the gun, Jackson. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
5-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32.
Tonight's final.
So no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for New England, the train just keeps rolling, 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.